Welcome back. I'm going to talk through how I work with the unit circle and put in my degrees in radians. So the degrees, we start at 0 degrees. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the 45s first. So 0, 45 degrees, 90 degrees. We're just adding 45. 135 degrees, 180 degrees, 225 degrees, 270 degrees, 315 degrees, and then back to 360 degrees. Then we can just add our 30. So 0 plus 30 is 30, and then we're at 60, 90. Then we're at 120, 150. 180 plus 30 is 210. 210 plus 30 is 240. Then we're at 270, 300, and 330. So I fill in my degrees first. Now, what I can do is for my radians. I'm going to do my 45s first. Every 45 degrees is a pi over 4. So when I go to my first 45, I'm at pi over 4. So that's 0 radians, pi over 4 radians. Then we're at 2 pi over 4, which is the same as 1/2, or pi over 2. Then we add another. We're at 2 pi over 4. We're at 3 pi over 4. Then we're at 4 pi over 4, which is pi. Then we're at 5 pi over 4. Then we're at 6 pi over 4, which is the same as 3 pi over 2. Then we're at 7 pi over 4. And then we're at 8 pi over 4, which is 2 pi. Now, after I do the pi over 4s, I do my 30 degrees. And every 30 degrees is a pi over 6. So for 0, and then we're at pi over 6. Then we're at 2 pi over 6, and that reduces to pi over 3. Then we're at 3 pi over 6, which is 1/2. We already have that. Then we're at 4 pi over 6, which reduces to 2 pi over 3. Then we're at 5 pi over 6. Then we're at 6 pi over 6, which is 1. Then we're at 7 pi over 6. Then we're at 8 pi over 6, which reduces to 4 pi over 3. And then we're at 9 pi over 6, which reduces to 3/2. Then we're at 10 pi over 6, which reduces to 5 pi over 3. And then we're at 11 pi over 6. And then we're at 12 pi over 6, which is 2 pi. So we're back to the beginning. There we go. And that's how I do this. If you notice, the ones that are evenly divisible by 60, pi over 3. For 120, 2 pi over 3. 240 is divisible by 3, divided by 60, 4 pi over 3. 300 is divided by 60, 5 pi over 3. Not a coincidence there. Pi over 6 is divisible by 30. 150, 5 pi over 6, 7 pi over 6, and 11 pi over 6. That's how I work with the unit circle. Keep in mind, for when we're in the quadrants, we have our pi over 2, our pi, and our 3 pi over 2, and our 0. So don't forget, if you are between 0 and pi over 2, you're in quadrant 1. If you're between 1 and 1/2, you're in quadrant 2. If you're between 1 and 1.5, you're in quadrant 3. And if you're between 3.5, or 1.5, excuse me, 3/2 and 2, you're in quadrant 4. All right, that is how I work with degrees and radians. Thank you.